Today we are taking a look at Hatsune Miku. This is the Paint Girl, another color version figure in the MUTYUTE Figure line by FuRyu. Hatsune Miku is a virtual singer whose presence extends across music, games, live performances, and a wide range of creator-led projects. Her identity has developed through the work of many different creators, allowing her to appear in a broad variety of musical styles and themes. Within those projects, she is known for her adaptable image, her close connection to fan creativity, and her ability to take on many different interpretations. That flexibility has made her one of the most widely recognized virtual performers. Today's highlights for this figure are the paintbrush tucked through her hair, the street art style outfit, and the spray cans held in her hands. The first highlight is the paintbrush tucked through her hair. The blue handle passes through the large raised curl, while the black ferrule and white bristles extend downward from the opposite side. A blue-green band appears near the end of the bristles, connecting the brush with the surrounding hair colors. Several blue star decorations overlap the hair around the brush, and a separate yellow angular piece sits above the largest star. These details bring the paintbrush and the curled twin tail together as one of the clearest features around the head. The second highlight is the street art style outfit. The white sleeveless top is combined with a yellow pen nib ornament at the chest, a blue-green arm cover on one arm, a black jacket tied around the waist, and wide pants. Pink, blue, and yellow paint is scattered irregularly across the face, arms, pants, and several accessories. The blue belt, silver buckle, dark gloves, and thick sneakers add more separate layers around the body. The different clothing parts and paint marks continue from the upper body down to the feet, giving the entire design one consistent theme. The third highlight is the spray cans held in her hands. The hand extending toward the outside carries a blue spray can with a white top, a blue nozzle, and yellow paint running across its side. The lower hand holds a yellow spray can with a white top, a yellow nozzle, and a large pink paint mark wrapping around the body. Dark fingerless gloves surround both cans, while the exposed nails are painted blue-green. Two additional spray cans are also stored at the waist, allowing the spray paint theme to remain visible across both the hands and the lower outfit. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. As the name Another Color version suggests, this figure is a color variation of a previously released Hatsune Miku figure. The original release was the Paint Girl figure from FuRyu's Trio Try It series. The pose and overall design remain the same, but the different color scheme gives this version a fresh and noticeably different impression. It is interesting to see how much the atmosphere can change when the same figure is given a new set of colors. Which color version do you prefer, the original release or this Another Color version? Please let me know your choice in the comments. The face combines a wide open smile with one eye closed in a wink, giving the expression a strong sense of energy. The open eye uses blue-green tones with a white star inside the iris and a small pink point above it. The closed eye is formed by a narrow curved line, and the lashes extend toward the outer edge. Inside the open mouth, the white teeth are separated clearly from the rounded tongue below. Blue paint crosses the bridge of the nose, while additional blue and pink paint appears across the cheeks and chin. The bangs divide from the center of the forehead into several pointed sections. Some strands pass above the eyes, while longer outer sections extend beside the face. Yellow paint appears near the upper part of the forehead, and blue paint is scattered across the longer side sections. Behind them, the twin tails expand into large curled forms. One creates a broad circular loop while the other rises upward and narrows near the end. A paintbrush is tucked through the raised curl. Its blue handle passes through the center of the hair, while the black ferrule and white bristles extend downward from the opposite side. A blue-green band appears near the end of the bristles. Several blue star decorations overlap the hair around the brush, and a separate yellow angular piece sits above the largest star. Near the base of the other twin tail, a wide blue decoration with pointed edges appears between the surrounding strands. The curls give the hairstyle a broad, uneven outline. The torso arches backward with the chest lifted, while the arms open in two different directions. The white sleeveless top rises into a high collar and follows the narrow line of the body down toward the waist. A yellow pen nib ornament is attached at the center of the chest as a separate piece. A dark point and a thin central line divide its front surface. A blue band circles the lower edge of the top and creates a clear boundary above the waist. The arm extending toward the outside carries irregular pink and blue paint from the upper arm toward the forearm. One large pink section spreads across the outer surface, while smaller blue and pink marks continue around it. The other upper arm carries the number 01 in pink. That arm bends upward and is partly covered by a large blue-green arm cover. A white folded edge circles the upper opening, and the main section expands around the bent arm before narrowing near the wrist. Deep folds follow the angle of the elbow and gather toward the inner bend. Both hands wear dark, fingerless gloves, with narrow openings separating the fingers. The exposed nails are blue-green. A translucent blue-green ring circles the wrist of the extended arm. That hand holds a blue spray can with a white top and a blue nozzle, with yellow paint running and splashing across the side. The lower hand holds a yellow spray can with a white top and a yellow nozzle, while a large pink paint mark wraps around its body. The cans remain clear at separate heights. A black jacket is wrapped around the waist, with its sleeves tied together at the front to form a large knot. The tied sleeves extend across the front of the hips, while the remaining sections continue around the waist. At the back, the hem spreads outward and lifts away from the legs. A narrow blue-green inner section appears along part of the raised edge. Several folds move outward from the waist and follow the shape of the jacket. A blue belt circles the waist beneath the tied jacket and has a silver rectangular buckle. Small holes are arranged in a row along part of the belt. At the outer waist, 2 spare spray cans are held inside a blue frame and a dark holder. Their red bodies rise above the holder, while the white upper sections and red nozzles remain visible. The pants expand widely from the waist through the thighs before gathering around the knees. Pink, blue, and yellow paint is scattered across the dark surface in irregular splashes, drips, and larger areas. Deep folds collect around the thighs and knees, following the different directions of the legs. One leg extends downward, while the other bends sharply toward the back. The sneakers have rounded white toe sections, dark upper sections, thick white soles, and blue-green details. A blue ring-shaped detail projects from the outer side of the shoe on the extended leg. The raised foot shows a vertical row of rounded rectangular sections with recessed centers along the sole. Blue-green color also appears near the toe. This figure is approximately 23 centimeters tall. That's about 9.1 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Hatsune Miku by FuRyu stands out because this figure combines an energetic expression, large curled twin tails, a street art style outfit, and an open pose filled with paint-themed details. The face creates a lively first impression. One eye is closed in a wink, while the other contains a white star inside the blue-green iris. The mouth opens widely, with the teeth and tongue clearly separated, and the blue and pink paint across the nose, cheeks, and chin carries the theme directly into the expression. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs divide into pointed sections around the forehead and face, while the 2 twin tails spread into different curled shapes. One forms a broad circular loop, and the other rises upward before narrowing near the end. The paintbrush tucked through the raised curl becomes the main detail around the hair, while the blue stars, yellow angular piece, and blue decoration near the other twin tail add several separate accents. The upper body works well because the outfit layout and the arm positions support each other closely. The torso arches backward as the arms open in different directions, creating a wide line across the upper half. The white sleeveless top is centered by the yellow pen nib ornament, while the blue band creates a clear division above the waist. The blue-green arm cover adds a larger shape to one bent arm, and the fingerless gloves, blue-green nails, wrist ring, and 2 spray cans keep the paint theme visible all the way to the hands. The lower body gives the figure much of its movement. The black jacket is tied around the waist, with the sleeves forming a large knot at the front and the hem spreading outward at the back. The blue belt, silver buckle, dark holder, and 2 spare spray cans add several separate layers around the hips. Pink, blue, and yellow paint is scattered across the wide pants, while one leg extends downward and the other bends sharply toward the back. The thick sneakers complete the lower section, and the raised foot also reveals the divided pattern across the sole. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from the face into the raised hair and paintbrush, follow the open arms toward the spray cans, and then continue through the knot at the waist and the differently angled legs. The upward hair, outward arms, spread jacket, and lifted foot keep the full pose wide and easy to follow. Because of that, fans of Hatsune Miku will likely enjoy this figure very much. Collectors who like street art themes, paint-based details, and energetic poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.